Okay, camera check, fancy new camera, faithful older camera. I am driving to the Pachego River today. I flew home late last night and could probably use a little more rest, but the conditions are good. It rained in the hills, so hopefully the river's high. We can get pretty far upstream and shoot some good content. Hey folks, I'm Will Kapin. We got a real, hey folks. Hey folks, I'm Will Kapin, and you're watching Kayaking with Will. Okay. The brand is fun, adventurous, friendly. Fun, adventurous, friendly. Hey folks, I'm Will Kapin. Welcome. We've got a real treat for you today. A real treat? No, it's not a real treat. Hey folks, I'm Will Kapin, and we've got a big adventure for you today. We're headed to the Pachego River. Pachego is a cool little river south of where I am right now. Okay, let's try that again. All right, this is the one. Here we go. Welcome folks, I'm Will Kapin, and you're watching Kayaking with Will, where we explore some of the lesser known paddling spots in Central California. Today we're headed down to the Pachego River. Should be a big adventure. Now some of you are probably saying, that's not an adventure, I've been there before. I'll bet you went downriver of the Put-in. That's where the common fishing is, that's where most people go to chill. But today we're going upriver of the Put-in. That direction, once you pass Scorpion Grass Bridge, things get a little more isolated, a little more wild. You're into the park. Not a lot of people go up that way. Not a lot of content gets shot up that way. So today, we are going to check it out. Let's see what we find. Nailed it. Power through it. Salvage what you can for a laugh, I guess. Pachego River trip, reaction video, main camera, second camera. Welcome, folks. You are watching the reaction video to my Pachego River trip. But wait, you say, Will hasn't even released a Pachego River video. How can he do a reaction? The truth is, I fell asleep. Yep, I drove all the way out there and I fell asleep at the put-in. I'd been traveling, I was on the East Coast for some family stuff. I probably should have just stayed in bed, but it had rained and I knew the conditions would be good to get some great content. So, just for kicks, we're gonna make a reaction video to the only river footage I got. Me asleep on the bank. Every snore, every fly landing on my nose. I haven't even watched the footage yet myself, so this will be a genuine first watch through together. Let's go. As promised, there I am, sacking out by my boat. Maybe should have gotten more rest on the plane. Just sleeping there in the sun like a... Well, that's weird. There are a ton of video clips after this one. It should just be one long clip of me sleeping, right? Why would... I guess maybe the camera automatically split some... What the heck? Wait. I was asleep for hours. I didn't wake up until late afternoon. I remember it was late afternoon. I didn't even make it to the water. What is going on? And why don't I remember any of this? This shot, it's well framed, it's level. It's not like I was sleepwalking. I've never seen this footage before. I'm serious. Yesterday, I don't remember doing any paddling at all. I fell asleep on the bank and then drove home. That's it. Okay, well that's upside down. Oh, and now I'm even talking to the camera.
The Pachego is a long drive from anywhere. Not many people come out here, and the ones that do are usually headed downriver for the fishing. Today, though, we are headed upriver, where not many people go. The water is nice and high, so hopefully we'll be able to paddle a ways before it gets too shallow. Get in the catchphrase. Here's Scorpion Grass Bridge. Past this point, we're into the wild. Let's see what we find. Well, I think that's as far as we're going to get today. Looking at the map, I thought we had a few more miles of navigable river, but I guess not. We did see some cool water, stuff folks don't usually get to see, and we made some good memories. Let's head on back. Something has snagged us. That's weird. That was too many eyes, too many teeth, too many eyes, And too many teeth, too many eyes, too many teeth, too many eyes, too many teeth.
What is going on? What was that? What did I even see? And why don't I remember any of this? There are so many more clips.
How is that thing even alive? Too many eyes, too many teeth.
Why do I keep saying that? What does that even mean? Did I just pass out? I am not breathing there. I am not breathing. Oh God.
Here's the Scorpion Grass Bridge. Past this point, we're headed into the wild. Let's see what we find.
Hey, buddy. You're a long way from the ocean.
It's lunchtime on the Pachego. We've gotten pretty far today. I thought, looking at the map, it might be too shallow to make it this far. So I guess the rain made a difference. It's nice out here. It's quiet. I have a friend who died a few days ago, and it's been hard. So it's nice to get out here and kind of get out of my own head a little. It's peaceful. I am up a tree. Something came out of the woods. It was huge. I don't know. Based on its sound, I guess it could have been somebody's bull that got loose and went feral. I haven't heard it in a while. It's starting to get dark. I'm going to go ahead and climb down, try to get back to the boat and get out of here. This is ridiculous. It's still down there. I can hear it. It's moving around in the underbrush. I think it's looking for me. This is so messed up. I'm gonna spend the night in a tree. And in the morning, when the sun comes up, we'll figure something out. I'm on a beach. I don't know how I got here. Last thing I remember, I was miles up the Pachego in a tree at night, and now I'm here in daylight. I've got my gear, but no boat. I have no idea how I got here.
I have a phone, a compass, and a watch, and none of them are working. The map doesn't make any sense, and there's no end to these cliffs that I can find, so I'm just gonna head what I think is north and keep walking. The wind is picking up, and it's been nothing but sea cliffs for hours. I'm seeing graffiti, I'm seeing footprints, some of them fresh, but there's nobody out here. It's just me for miles. And now we've got this creepy tunnel. And I really don't want to go in. But it is the only thing I've seen so far that could get me off this beach. I really don't think... No way! That is the thing from last night. No way, it's still... Creepy tunnel it is. Come on, come on. Just gonna keep moving. Hopefully, whatever's behind me doesn't like tunnels. Just gonna keep going. And now my flashlight's dead. Okay, hand on the wall. Gonna keep moving forward. Hand on the wall. The tunnel can't be but so long, right? Okay, there's light ahead. Just keep moving. Okay, great. We're gonna be off the beach, and then we can find... Did the tunnel just U-turn back to the beach? I'm looking at the sun, I'm looking at the ocean again. No, this is a different beach. What? What is going on? Wait, what? No. What is this? Oh my God. What? The tunnel keeps changing. Okay, so we're not gonna turn around. Every time I turn around, the tunnel changes. So we're not gonna turn around. We're gonna keep moving forward. We're just gonna walk forward, out of the tunnel. What is going on?
I think I'm hallucinating. Those tunnels, they made no sense. The different times of day, the different weather, the different places. I don't know what's going on, but I know I don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna just keep walking uphill until I can get a view. And in the meantime, I'm gonna stay in the moment. I'm not gonna panic, just gonna stay in the moment. And someday, I'm gonna watch this footage, and it's all gonna make sense. All right, I think this is the one. We're gonna climb up it and see if we can get a view. Here we go.
No! I'm back at the bottom of the mountain. Okay, if that's the way I went last time, then what's back here? It's my boat. Okay. It's my boat. And I'm just gonna paddle and keep going until I figure something out.
I don't know what just happened. There were tunnels and different times of day, and there was my boat, and now I blink and I'm back on the Pachego. And there's Scorpion Grass Bridge. Here's the Scorpion Grass Bridge. Past this point, we're into the wild. Let's see what we find. It's a beautiful day in an interesting place. This is why I kayak, y'all, to see special places in new ways. And I'm glad you could come along as we make some amazing memories. So, help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, hey, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Shinmona.
I feel happy here. There's a warmth to these remote places, and it feels good to be able to share that with you. I lost somebody a few days ago, somebody close to me, and she would have loved it here. Her name was Gloria, and she's the best person I've ever met. I didn't have an easy childhood, and she took me in and raised me when she really didn't have to. And she was everything to me. And why didn't I call her more? Why didn't I go visit more? I'm so angry she's gone. And I don't know what I'm going to do. he would have loved it here, away from the machines and the smell of antiseptic. And I miss her. That's not going to make the final cut.
Looks like we're getting close to the end. Like we figured from the map, the river starts to get shallow here. The rain gave us a little extra volume, but it'll be time to turn around soon.
Well, I think that's about as far as we're going to get today. Thank you all so much for joining me on Kayaking with Will. I'm Will. There's something in the woods. Let's see what it is. That's a woman in a hospital gown. Ma'am? Ma'am, do you need help? Ma'am? Ma'am, I'm gonna come up and see if you're okay. All right, just stay. Gloria? 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 Wait! Gloria! Wait! Sit here! Gloria! That looked like Gloria. That was Gloria. She's still out there. No. I have her ashes. I saw her die. But it was her. I can't let her go. There's one last clip.
Don't come back. You will want to, but don't come back. It's not what you think. Don't come